Hello, my friends. Beautiful souls, my soul brothers and sisters out there. Hello. I want to try to get this up on my other page. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. I wanted to pop on and just connect with you. Billy and I did a live, I believe it was Saturday night. And that ding was him. See? So Billy's with me now. That's great. Love the timing. Put it on vibrate. We did a live, he and I both, on Saturday night that kind of went in depth with what's going on. That was really powerful. It was long, but we spent time with a lot of you. And so if you're looking for some more of this healing perspective, which I'm going to share a little bit today, and I have some cards that are very powerful, find that either on YouTube, because I uploaded it there, or on either here or my personal page. And so I wanted to come on again to support you. I'm going to try to come on as much as possible because I feel like we need each other right now, and we need the higher perspective because I've said this very often, you've probably heard, one with God is a majority, one with love is a majority. So even these little bits where I can come on, it helps lift me up. But then when you join me, we lift it up. We're in a more healing vibration. And to be on social media, period, isn't the highest vibration, which I'm sure if you're anything like me, I've been trying to detach because I can quickly go down a rabbit hole looking at comments, or somebody's angry or someone's upset or there's some kind of divide. And it's almost like this contagion, right? And that's kind of what can happen. So we need to be really careful. And so these lives that I really want to start doing with you, and the meditation circles, the healing circles that are free, that I'm going to be offering, and Billy and I are going to be offering together, are to really help us unify, make a difference in our own lives, and also as a result, that shifts the vibration of the planet. And Mother Earth is crying out in need. Humanity is crying out in need. And even though there is such a divide, that divide is an opportunity to bring us together. It's so important that we feel what we need to feel, as you hear me say often. And then, where is your focus? What is your way to connect with your soul? And it might be finding many different ways if you're anything like me, because not everything works at any given moment. So now I'm seeing you guys come on. Hello, Zoe. Hello, Sherry. Hello, Kat. Hello, Lisa. Yes, very surreal. Very surreal. So first few announcements are the meditation healing circles. I think I composed one in the thing here. I think I just did. I'm going to use Crowdcast because it's the easiest for me. I know some of you don't love that. If it's not easy for you, I can find a way to download the video and upload it to YouTube. But for now, tomorrow is going to be our first healing circle. It's just going to be me. And then Friday, I don't have that one up yet, we're going to do another global healing circle. And that's going to be Billy and myself. I just have to coordinate the time with him. The other thing to keep in mind is whether it's this healing circle or your own, this is the time to be more in the spiritual, in the eternal, in the energetic than ever. Doesn't mean you're not in your body. Again, doesn't mean that you're not feeling what you're feeling, but it's how quickly you can move into a prayerful space. Even if you cry and you let yourself cry, do you realize that that means that your heart is opening, that you are releasing, and as a result of what you are feeling, you're contributing to the openness when you're giving yourself permission for that full expression? So this isn't to shut away feelings. This is to absolutely feel it all. And then from that place, can you move into prayer, meditation, and even though we're somewhat quarantined wherever we might be, there's nature. Even if it's cold, why not go out? Maybe it isn't cold where you are, but to be really aligning with the earth, even if you just visualize it. The other thing, as you know, that I've been plugging, but I think that it's the perfect opportunity for women, is my Goddess Warriors Rising program, which is going to be a soft launch on the new moon next week, which is when the early bird rate ends. And then we'll be still kind of working together with then a full, more celebratory launch on the full moon. So you still have time. And that is just so full of every aspect of women coming together, rituals and ceremonies, activations and healings, me doing lives all the time like this, but in a more specific, deeper way, answering and mentoring you. And so if that's something that you're looking for, you'll see the link for that too. So the cards that I pulled are so perfect. And I asked, what is it that's happening? I asked Spirit, I asked the Earth. I said, what is the most important as a collective to come on for this message today? And there's two cards. One is Activated Earth. Let me try to hold this. I don't have Billy to hold it for me. It says power places, ley lines, trust where you're led. So see the light coming and shining down, showing the sacredness. It's saying activated earth because guess what? We're going through activations personally. We're going through initiations. We're also globally. And as a planet, Mother Earth's going through lots of activations. So what does that mean? It's a wake-up call. What are ley lines? Ley lines are invisible pathways where energy flows through them. Energy travels along those pathways on the land. They are also known as spirit pathways. When you visit these areas or these sacred sites where often these ley lines are, an activation can take place. But guess what? You don't have to physically be in the location. You can tune into the location and receive an activation as well. When I was in Egypt, I've shared so many of the stories. Billy and I experienced activations and downloads on every level imaginable. Being physically there a few years ago, it changed the whole course of our work. And I bring so much of that, all of that downloaded information, sacred symbols, into my Goddess program and just in general in the work that Billy and I have. But when I was in Sedona teaching a few different times, because I was teaching, I didn't get to necessarily go to some of where the vortexes are. So I would sit in my hotel room and even tuning in to the particular areas, I was able to feel and sense that energy. You can do that too. But what I think is more of the meaning here isn't necessarily tuning into sacred sites, unless there's something that really resonates with you, absolutely. But what if that sacred site that's being activated is the one right here within you? So now when we look at this card, Activated Earth, yeah, you're connecting with the earth in a new way, with reverence and respect. As Billy and I said Saturday, moving into what we're calling the new earth. People have been writing about this, talking about this, channeling about this time for so long. And here we are. It may not seem like an awakening, but oh boy, is it an awakening, an initiation, and an activation. The other thing is we're connecting to the cosmos and the heavens in a new way. Because what if it isn't just about the heavens and the cosmos, or even just about being human and in the earth plane? It's coming together as one. We don't often think of it that way. But what if each day we start to incorporate more of the sacredness within us by connecting to heaven and earth through the high heart or the heart chakra, which is the bridge between the two, and inviting both of these energies to dance within your cellular, your cellular being, your auric field, your body, so that there's more union, so that there's more unity. And when we do this, anything that's not in alignment is going to come up for us to look at. And so that's why we may shed tears. That's why we may feel right out rage and anger. That's why we may feel the criticism come up of ourselves or others. It's coming up to be healed. So we have a way that we can look at it through the lens of love or the lens of fear, which brings me to the second card. Seeing both sides. It says, take a step back and try looking at this from a different perspective. Angela Hartfield's deck, my dear friend, soul sister. So seeing both sides means, see the side of you, first of all, judging yourself, and then realize there's a side of you that can love yourself even through the judgment. That's difficult to do because we have to practice self-love and self-care. But I think what's even more difficult to do is looking at all of the stuff that's happening on the outside, moving into fear, moving into panic, moving into judgment. And that's what I said before. Social media becomes a breeding ground for negativity that you can spiral really quickly. So how quickly can you pull yourself out? And can we begin to really unify and elevate the planet? So the things to really be asking yourself in meditation isn't, oh my God, what is happening? Where am I going to go? Or all of the craziness that the media is telling you and shoving in your face if you're watching. I recommend not. The questions to ask is, what is my role? I signed up to be on the planet at this time. What's my responsibility? If you ask your soul that, and really sit with your soul, do you think that your soul's going to tell you to do anything on the outward as far as where you're placing your attention? You have within you such a capability, power, strength, beauty, grace, healing presence that you get to choose. And when you ask, what is my role? It's how can I shine more light? How can I be a beacon of love? How can I see both sides? It doesn't mean that I have to agree with that other side, but can I hold compassion in my heart? Maybe that side makes you so angry. Good. Then get angry. And then come to compassion and love in your heart and find the unity. Yes, sometimes there's something that we are called to do on the outside. But at this particular time, that's not now. Unless you are a doctor, a nurse, or in some business that is helping the people that need help. Right now, we're being asked literally, specifically, figuratively, and every other way you could think of, to go inward. And I think that some of us are still fighting it. Some of us are still so afraid to just sit with ourselves. I'm telling you, it is the only answer right now. Finding something that is soul nourishment for you, where you are contributing to the solution and not the problem. Because I'm going to tell you right now, if you're going down the rabbit hole of fear and the news and the social media where it gets really negative, and you're hanging out too much in that area, you're contributing to the problem. It's so easy to do. Because I've caught myself too a few times, and then I have to just go, I can feel it in my body. It won't feel good. All of a sudden, you'll be questioning everything. You won't know who to believe. That's what all of that's designed to do. So you say, what is my role? What is my responsibility? This doesn't feel good. I'm shutting it off. I'm going inward. And how can I just fill up with light? If you can't do this yourself, that's even more reason why you want to find who you resonate with, whether it's my meditations or someone else's, my healing circles or someone else's, and find what's going to work for you. But have a whole spiritual toolbox to see what's going to work. And we can navigate these energies together. In my program, we have breathing meditations. We have chanting meditations, guided meditations. So many different tools. And then we have ritual and ceremony. And I'm going to be adding more. So this is the time, especially women. And I say women because it's the time of the divine feminine. Rising, activated, bringing balance. And in order for that to happen, we need to start with ourselves first. So one of the links is there to join the Healing Circle tomorrow. There'll be another one for Friday. They are free. And then there is always my program that is starting within the next month, but you have time to join. Once you join, you'll be put up on the online platform. You can come into our group and begin to mingle and connect. And I'm here to support you. Okay? So I'm going to try to come back as often as I can. Wanted to give you that little bit of information today. If you're just coming on, go back to the beginning because I share about the free healing circles and talk about these 2 powerful cards. Share if you think this is going to help anybody else, and I send you so much love, and I will be back. Love you guys.